Hello, I'm Nisha Pandey and you're watching Prime Times News. Let's start with the headlines. Difficult for ruling coalition to arrange seat distribution for the elections. Only general discussion held in the meeting of the working group held today. Five people dead in one day due to COVID-19. 815 people infected in the last 24 hours. Leaders get into fights in the name of alliance and party criticism. Congress leader Mahendra Yadav and UML leader Khagraj Adhikari get into an argument. The United Nations calls for a ban on digital currency transactions in developing countries, express concern over the rapid rise in the use of cryptocurrencies around the world. And NFA decides to begin A-Division League from 23rd of December. Nepal Super League to be held from 9th of October to 18th of November. Now news in detail. The second meeting of the five-party alliance task force was held this afternoon. The meeting took place at the Prime Minister's official residence, Balwatar. The meeting was focused on preparing the modality of electoral alliance in view of the Province Assembly and Federal Parliament elections announced for coming 20th of November in a single phase. The implementation of the Constitution and people's livelihood issues were also on the agenda of the meeting. The task force will prepare a draft of the seat allocations in the election and will submit it to the top leaders of the alliance. A meeting of the alliance top leaders from all five political parties held earlier formed an 11-member task force comprising Nepali Congress General Secretary Gagan Thapa, leader Krishna Prasad Sitola, and Minister for Communications and Information Technology and party leader Gyanendra Bahadur Karki. CPN member centers Barshaman Poon and Dev Gurung. Similarly, CPN Unified Socialist Vice Chair Pramesh Hamal and General Secretary Beduram Bhushal, Janta Samajwadi Nepal's Ramshaya Prasad Yadav and Rakam Chemjong and Rashtriya Jan Morcha's Himlal Puri and Ananda Sharma represent their respective parties in the task force. The first meeting of the task force held on 9th of August selected Nepali Congress former General Secretary Sitola as its coordinator. Although it has been said that the current ruling alliance will be continued in the upcoming elections, the tricky task of seat distribution among the coalition parties is yet to take place. In today's meeting, the task force decided the basis and criteria for seat distribution among the coalition parties. According to the same criteria, the seats will be distributed among the parties. Nepal recorded 815 new cases, 476 recoveries, and 5 deaths from COVID-19 today. As many as 4,534 samples were tested for COVID-19 on the day. Of them, 465 PCR and 350 antigen tests turned out to be positive for the deadly virus. There are currently 5,937 active cases of COVID-19 across the nation. Among them, 5,677 are in home isolation, 192 in institutional isolation, 16 ICUs, and 8 on ventilators. So far, 11,988 people have died from the virus across the country. Meanwhile, the Kathmandu Valley recorded 249 cases of COVID-19 today. Of them, 183 cases were recorded in Kathmandu, 7 in Bhaktapur, and 59 in Lalitpur districts. Similarly, COVID-19 cases in Kaski are rapidly increasing, with 68 cases recorded in a day today. With the elections nearing, the dispute inside the party is increasing in various political parties. The leadership level themselves are revealing that leaders have become selfish for position and money. CPN Unified Socialist Party Chairman Madhav Kumar Nepal has criticized the leaders of his own party. In a public event today, Nepal said that individualistic interests are starting to appear within the party for the sake of position and money. Nepal complained that within his own party, there was a tendency among those who could not secure an influential position to create factions and do anything for self-interest. Nepal says that leaders are even ready to commit evil deeds. Ramkumari Jhakri, who was removed as a minister some time ago, clearly indicated that she does not have a good relationship with Chairman Nepal. Talking to journalist Rishi Dhamala in the program Janta Janna Chahancha, Jhakri said that she has not met or even spoken to Chair Nepal for a long time. Jhakri, Prem Ali, Kishan Shrestha and Birod Khatioda have not been very active in the party lately, saying that they were removed from the ministry against their will. As the State and House of Representatives elections are approaching, party leaders have started to engage in debate. The leaders of the political parties got into an argument in an interview held in Reporters Club, Nepal today. The leaders came to debate while expressing their views on the State and House of Representatives elections going to be held on 20th of November. The media raised questions to Nepali Congress Minister Mahendra Yadav when he made critical comments about the five-party alliance and UML. After questioning about the justification of the alliance and the reason for isolating the UML, Yadav said that the Congress fought alone in the previous elections and like the UML had allied with the Maoist, now they are going to fight the elections with an alliance among five parties. After that, UML leader Khagraj Adhikari responded. Adhikari said that if the Congress goes to the polls without an alliance, it will not even win a single seat. Then Yadav challenged Adhikari to go to the Election Commission and see the number of votes of the previous election. Prime Minister Sher Bahadur Deuba has requested to take into consideration the impact on the university's academics while raising the issue of one's demands and rights. In the program organized at Kathmandu on Thursday on the occasion of the 60th Annual Day of the Nepal Professors Association, Prime Minister Deuba requested that there should be no disruption to the teaching of the university and no effect on the academic calendar. He said that the university education should be made useful and technology-friendly. Similarly, he emphasized that the problems and challenges of the university should be solved through mutual communication and coordination, and that the professors should play a positive role in this. Similarly, Education Minister Devendra Paudel said that some things need to be improved in order to enable the students to study the subjects they desire in Nepal itself. The Nepal Professor Association has complained that the facilities of the professors are not enough. The Women and Social Committee under the House of Representatives has directed the Indigenous Community Commission to carry out necessary studies and research and document them for the promotion and preservation of the language, art and culture of the indigenous communities. The committee meeting held today at Singadarbar also instructed the Indigenous Community Commission to perform its work in order to achieve the necessary policy and execution in this regard. Likewise, the meeting has instructed the Prime Minister's Office and the Ministry of General Administration to identify whether a dual structure is necessary for the same nature of work, saying that the existence of the National Foundation for the Upliftment of Indigenous Community, while the Indigenous Community Commission already active, has resulted in investment of double amount of state resources for the same type of work. The Communist Forest Users Federation Nepal has protested in Kathmandu, saying that Forest Regulations 2022 should be repealed immediately. The Federation protested at Maitikar in Kathmandu, saying that the Forest Regulations 2022 published in the Gazette by the Ministry of Forest and Environment on 3rd of July 2022 was against Nepal's Constitution, Federalism, Forest Act 2019, Community Forest Rights and Women's Rights. The Federation said that they had to protest continuously because the regulations were introduced to drastically affect the community forest users who contributed to the forest sector. Although the state's attention was time and again called upon regarding reduction in the rights of community forest users, the Federation complained that the state had not given any importance to the subject. The Community Forest Users Federation has been conducting various protest programs at the district, state and central levels for the immediate repeal of the regulation. Now sports news. All Nepal Football Association (ANFA) has decided to hold Mata Memorial A-Division League from 23rd of December. The ANFA Working Committee meeting sitting at the ANFA complex decided to hold the A-Division League from 23rd of December to 18th of March 2023, Similarly, it has been decided to hold the C Division League from 17th of September to 16th of October and the B Division League from 20th of March to 28th of April 2023. In the meeting, INFA also decided the date to organize Nepal Super League. The date for the league has been fixed from 9th of October to 18th of November 2022. A committee was prepared under the chairmanship of Chairman Pankaj Vikram Nembang on whether or not to conduct league. However, the date for the league was fixed during the discussion. Similarly, the ticket price for Women's SAF Championship football to be held in Nepal has also been decided. The meeting has determined two different ticket prices for Women's SAF. The ticket price has been fixed at 300 rupees for general public and 500 for VIP. The Women's SAF Championship will be held at the Dashrath Stadium in Tripureshwar from 6th to 19th of September. With this, we have come to the end of the news. Before wrapping up, here are the headlines once again. Difficulty for ruling coalition to arrange seat distribution for the elections. Only general discussion held in the meeting of the working group held today. Five people dead in one day due to COVID-19. 815 people infected in the last 24 hours. Leaders get into fights in the name of alliance and party criticism. Congress leader Mahendra Yadav and UML leader Khagraj Adhikari get into an argument. The United Nations calls for a ban on digital currency transactions in developing nations, express concern over the rapid rise in the use of cryptocurrencies around the world. And INFA decides to begin A Division League from 23rd of December, Nepal Super League to be held from 9th of October to 18th of November. That's it for tonight. Thank you for watching Prime Times News. Good night.